we are quite confident the top 1 and 2 positions on the
I don't
podium
know.
will belong to Timon or Max. It's going to be a
Is the stream up?
ton of names fighting for that final spot on the podium.
See if I'm actually streaming.
Okay, we're
If I'm streaming right now, bro,
7x7
I'd be
round 1
dying.
here.
Streaming right now.
Speaking of,
I would just,
Timon and Max on deck for the next group of 7x7, so we will see them.
Okay.
They actually are
Same.
competing on the next stage, on the other stage, so
No,
we
stream
will
talk.
get themselves alternating on the red stage, and it
What?
will be
Alright.
great to see. And so as we
Now
kind
I'm
of get
with you
prepared for
guys.
that, we'll just
Keep it in there.
continue watching these first few solves of the day. And once again, welcoming you on a beautiful day here in Seattle. I will say, Zach, that it's been a really lovely week in Seattle, and that is, I hear, not typical. So we haven't had any rain. It's been like beautiful and sunny the whole time.
I was just thinking about that on my walk here this morning. I always
see
see
them,
rain in Seattle,
Yeah.
and it has been nothing but sunshine. It's been maybe a little cloudy at times, but I haven't felt any of the rain. I have felt nothing but the love from this amazing city. I would love to move out here. I am sick of the heat wave I'm getting on the East Coast right now.
All right, we're seeing Kevin Hayes. I'm not sure which solve he is on. This is his third solve. Okay, this is his final solve for 7x7.
Bro, lag quá.
Kevin, of course,
Chắc nổ máy.
one of the
Nổ máy.
greatest of all time when it comes to big cubes, and is no stranger to the World Championship.
As I say here, yeah, we're looking maybe for a time we can expect from Kevin around here is about 2 minutes, maybe just a little bit over. We're seeing here, we can't get a good view of the solve, but he's still finishing up edge pairing at the 2-minute mark, meaning that likely we're going to see around maybe like a 2:10.
Yeah.
Here we see him on 3x3 stage currently.
That's
Looks like closer to 2:15, which he's not going to be super pleased with that, but again, I think anything in that
thấy
two-
là
We did see
Okay,
there
okay, guys.
a safety
Let's
flip
do it.
on
Yeah.
7x7.
Do it.
Shades of clock settings
do it.
yesterday.
yeah,
But I think his main goal right now is to really
Advance.
ensure that he makes the final round.
Giờ bây giờ đang 7-7 nha.
7x7, and
7-7 thì coi coi nha.
would cost that.
yeah, totally. Okay, in that case, I think we are just about ready
Okay.
to swap off into the next group of 7x7. And with that, we will also take a quick break to swap off. And we're also going to be speaking to this group
Bro,
with
what? Cái này
Samir
cũng hay.
Agrawal, who is a hometown kid. This is hometown
để
world.
xem. Cái này
I know
không
that
tính.
he is excited about
Chắc thay pin đi.
being here in his home state of Washington and is eyeing
Thấy
title
tham ghi
and,
vô.
of course, square one. So we'll be speaking with Samir just after this.
What?
And
See the
we'll
times?
go to a quick break.
Oh, yeah, thấy tham.
We'll be
Đúng.
hearing from Kevin Hayes and Samir
Rồi,
Agrawal.
được. Stream hơi thời kỳ đồ đá xíu, mới stream lần đầu guys. Thông cảm. What? Yon 1 năm. Ôi trời ơi. 584. Dở quá. Tự nhiên sộp đấy mà không sắp 5 được. Chết. Con nói không vậy. Con có ai xem không đây? Không nghĩ là có ai xem. Ok.
All right, well,
welcome back everyone to Rubik's WCA World Championship. I'm Kevin Hayes. I'm joined by Samir Agarwal, a couple of Washington locals for the World Champs in Seattle. How's it going?
I'm doing great. I'm very glad to be here.
Wait, is this audio? Can hear him. Okay, great. Yeah. So pretty quiet so far. I mean, obviously Square One Jermaine Day on Sunday. I think probably did 3x3 after that. So very back half the weekend. How are you settling in?
I actually really like that because it lets me just have fun and take in the experience on the first few days.
Yeah. What did you did 5 yesterday? It's just been 5 and yeah, you did 5. How? Yeah.
What shit?
Spending more time with people and taking advantage.
So you said you didn't do any rounds yesterday.
I actually
Thế lại
All right, awesome. I like
tiếp sộp nha.
I think people do often
Nó có phải.
They get a little too wrapped up in like I gotta do all these things together. Like being able to have the flexibility to kind of see in the moment like what I want to do today, like what feels right is definitely like a pretty fundamental move. So obviously, champion, 2 world records in average earlier this year. You told me earlier that like you were on the grind. You definitely like obviously. I mean, it makes sense. Like world champion, like favorite to win.
Oh no. Nah. Oh.
Very different
Thì nào?
situation.
Oh, đi nè.
How's that change your mindset going?
Lại.
Yeah, so I think going into the 2023 World,
Qua cây.
I felt a little bit of pressure because it was my first World and I was caring about my results. But I think now it's more of a feeling of, well, I've already done it, so I've kind of already met my goal, and whatever happens here happens. I talked to Anthony Pedrakis, and he had a very similar mindset. He explained one of the stories he had with a local that he met here, and it was very similar in terms of he's already won. He won 2x2, and so now this is more so for the experience. And so that was a very similar sentiment. So I think I'm excited to be here in finals, and I'm not too worried or pressured by my results.
How, so give me a little more background about the rest of your life. Obviously, like
Yeah.
I know you're going to UW right now. You're about to
Nghe mic rõ mọi người.
How kind of is that balance? Like I know like switching.
Nếu nghe mic rõ thì nhấn giá nha cho tôi biết
a
cái
little
sự.
less in the cubing or like the priority change. Like what is that?
Bên này ổn vậy.
Yeah, so I kind of overloaded my courses in the first
Alright.
year, so now I only have, I believe, like 7 classes left, so I'm taking 4 or 5 credits per quarter. So these next 2 years are going to be very, very cool in terms of the school workload, so I'll have more time to plan out other parts of my life and how I spend my time. But I think because of that, it made it a little bit difficult to balance all these
Bro, đi nè.
years.
Fuck.
Have a world record earlier this year.
Phải thiệt chứ.
Were the world records more of like you finally like just executing well on the
Man,
school you already had, or was that like definitely?
Nên một sai thì đi sai.
I think it'd be the former. I think world record was a long time coming, and it definitely took a lot of official rounds to finally get something on the right set of scrambles. It almost felt like I kept just wasting scrambles round after round, or in around 2024, and then things just kind of took 50 in 2025.
Sorry, 1 second. That's a monster. Jesus Christ, this kid is so classic Quran. It's like 7x7 is just like all over the place, and they're like, oh, sure,
Okay.
139. You know, of course.
Hello em Tịnh nha.
Well, Tamon's up to a strong start.
Oh shit,
We'll see.
chết già, giờ mình giải
Since
giải clock hả? Nguy hiểm ấy.
if that's indicative of a low 140 average, or
Siêu
honestly,
dẫu.
based on previous results, you could see a 210, you could see another 139, you could see a 134. You never know. So, like, talk a little bit also, like, because Square One, especially like in America, and then also just like
Oh,
in
shit.
like Washington specifically, is such a strong
Oh,
some
no.
of the top four spots
What is this turning?
are
Oh,
natives,
vậy vậy.
or the PNW natives.
Quá dở guys.
Like, is that
À,
extra to you?
tự nhiên có World Rocker vào quay cùng ảnh này.
I haven't actually thought of that, but I think that's pretty remarkable, and I think Maxime might have some influence there. It feels good to represent our region and be at that top niche, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty funny. Like, it seems like so recently where we were like hanging out at locals, and like 2018 locals where everything was just getting started. You guys were on like
Bro, sao vẫn cộng hai?
that you guys were
Yeah.
extremely successful.
Cái này có phải cộng hàng? Không rõ.
What?
I don't do clock,
Is there
guys.
anything more you'd like to talk about? I
No,
know,
no. Khó, quá khó,
I
guys.
know you like.
Rồi, 5.36 average để
Yeah, is there anything more you want
qua
to talk about?
final round ở World. Quá khó.
I just want to say quality.
Mình mà được average lấy trên giải thì chắc là nghĩ chơi quá cùng. Quá nhanh.
Try and really understand how you process it. Use
Sao
your
cái cục này đứa không giữ được nhỉ?
your perception to add to your skills instead of taking away from it. I think that's something that I
Oh má, cộng lại. Ê, gì mà?
is very
Bro, what is
important
this?
for
Stop.
this competition experience in life.
Yeah, do you think that's something that's like a strength for you? 'Cause, like,
Trời ơi.
yeah, I feel like talking
Ok.
the other day versus
Thôi,
maybe
guys.
even
Mình
recent
hơi mất
past
vlog
couple
rồi.
years, like,
Sẽ
it's
đổi
very
về.
calm, very just
Chơi
like,
ba thử.
content with being here. Obviously, I'm sure your results are going to speak for themselves on Sunday, but like that kind of calmness, I feel like is very
Oh,
good for just kind of seeing what happens. and
Alright,
hopefully
let's
leading
do
to
that.
results.
I try to live in the moment and let the future be what it is instead of trying to control it or think about what's
Không
coming.
có hai cái máy nên là khó xem, vừa xem chat vừa.
Well,
Hey.
wise words from Smear
Khó thật.
Agarwal. We will be watching you on Sunday for all 3 rounds of Square One, and I'm sure we're going to have an exciting final.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for joining in.
Thank you.
Bro. Tiếp đi bây. Xong rồi luôn như thế. Để dám nhiệt độ máy lạnh cái coi. Mang cái giờ mang cái tai nghe giữ ấm này, lạnh quá.
Which, I mean,
Yeah.
7x7's gone crazy. Like,
Stream chill thôi, không có sao hết.
Almost hit me on Sunday or tomorrow night. I think we see people with great singles. You see Timon with 139.
What
But
the
even
fuck?
that, just knowing who Max is and Timon's very results in some
They won't look good.
I've no doubt. Like there's nothing has indicated to me yet. If Timon gets another sub 140, all right, now we're talking. But nothing has indicated to me yet that Max is not just like absolutely massive slams on stage for tomorrow. And all 3 rounds. I mean, even this time, Timon's got 2.5 seconds. Now Max is gonna win. 7x7's gone through this like revolution in the past like year. It seems like a lot of the Asian
Giờ này hơi trễ,
have
chắc
figured
là
out,
mọi
like,
người ngủ rồi nhỉ.
specifically 7x7
Yeah.
becomes so
Chán.
faceted.
Yeah.
Mix of redux.
That might stream. What? Can I?
Number 2, we use Diao and
Bro,
my
that's
sister
very close to
is
it.
cast.
Hello, Kevin. How are you doing?
Going well, a little early. My results indicated that.
Xem
Already
cũng cute kìa.
times we've gotten semi, or we'll make finals, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine tomorrow.
What do you mean? No better time for 7x7. Any time for 7x7 is a good time for
Đó được rồi,
7x7.
chơi chill thôi. Zalo trước xong rồi. Để mấy bữa sau có tiền sau chứ giờ buồn ngủ vậy.
Treat the morning conditions. We have seen Timon with a pretty good start, sub 140. If he can keep that pace going, he will be putting himself in contention to be top seed this round.
Yeah, I mean, that's his PR2, sub 130. He has 130.
Má gì mà.
This year, in the last 12 months, but
Trời ơi.
before 7x7 solving is really varied. He does have like this world finals, like world
Sub
finals
5 nè.
goes up, and all of a sudden every single event he's totally on. So we'll kind of see.
Yellow.
Well, this next level will tell us a little more because
Yellow ngon phết.
the range of here is very large.
Yeah, this is not Timon's first rodeo.
Nên lý do không bao giờ nhảy Yellow. Nếu nhìn được.
Very well last world's initial in Korea. It has that ability to turn it on when it really matters. Here we go. He's finished off his centers now. 118 in the rotation.
It's not too bad. Like a big.
Vãi.
Definitely not on for that sub 140 pace.
Yeah.
A little bit pausey here.
I suck.
Pieces. There we go, onto his last floor here. He does that trigger, gets all of those edges in the front.
We got very big 152, depending on these last
Nè, tự nhiên sắp 6 kìa. Sắp 6 anh Cam. Thấy chưa? Giải ảo kinh khủng vậy, cứ giải chậm đi xong rồi chứ thế nào chút nữa cũng được nhận. Ủa sao lên cái mouse? Oh, fuck, no, 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 don't open with the score, don't open with the score.
The indicator of like, like.
Oh yeah, they did check.
He gets a 152. He's like, oh, very solid. I mean, his PR right now is 149, so he's got like 7 seconds. He can get up to like a 157 about, and still get PR. He's not. I don't have him pegged. I guess breaking the top 3 at this competition. While Worlds he did get second last time. I think it was due to weren't as quite as many super strong 7x7 specialists. The previous generation, besides Max, has kind of fallen out, and Timon just like overall.
Check lại Scram, check lại số và 6 giây.
There's a lot of specific 7x7 people here. Max is obviously the massive favorite, but the new faces from Asia have shown up and are very likely to make it a little like you can't no longer get it all that by
Nè, tự nhiên top 6 ra, top 6 anh Cam. Thấy chưa? Giải ải. Ok, được. Chắc làm được. Gay quá. Gì mà chắc phải luyện lại 33 quá. Bữa nay không luyện 33 cái là trình nó tụt kinh khủng. Sao Nam đấu à? Anh Nam đấu à? Oh gosh. Chắc là coi tới 22 final rồi. Tại mình chỉ quan tâm đi bên ấy. Còn mấy bên khác thì coi cho vui. Thực ra thì clock nè, clock với lại Square One thì coi chắc là khá là kịch tính. Thôi thôi. Tập trung với login nè.
Finishing with a 155 just off stream there, caught that timer just at the very end. Here goes Max Park.
There you go.
Only held by Max.
Double place in their parity. So this is still gonna be a great solve. It's gonna be sub 140, but like this is just a good example of why that works.
The PLO 141.75 gets a warm reception from this crowd.
I mean, it's still a great solve. He's gonna. I mean, honestly, like he's gonna lock up the win in round one, but like I remember his world record single is 53 second centers into 15 seconds.
This cross.
Plus last 4E. Like this is like let everyone know that's not even possible on most solves, like scrambles. Like that is crazy execution on a crazy easy set. Like as we saw, 48 second centers is well ahead of pace for World 48 second centers is amazing. His first is like we hit last four this time 116, so he was 2 seconds ahead of his world record and ended 7 seconds behind. Let's tell you how fast that was. Although in this case, I think his last 4 plus the red stage was a bit rough. He had the inner slice parity, which takes like 3 or 4 seconds depending on the execution. So definitely on the worst side of things. But if we're going to be looking for a world record single, we need to be well ahead of the pace going in the last 4 because it's almost impossible to keep up on that last 10% of the solve.
Right, so we've got Dwayne Ramos representing New Zealand. They're also in the top right corner. We have Timon Koloshinsky is on pace for the European record.
It's almost a slam dunk. The only thing if Timon was a more focused 7x7 solver where he really practiced a lot of 7, I'd say it's a guarantee. But he just kind of shows up and is like, I'm the best. I'm good at 7 now. I'm going to do it. But I think it's very, very likely he gets this European record.
Only needs a sub 157 solve for the European record. So it's well within his wheelhouse.
I mean, the realistic range for this solve is 135 to 205.
It looks like you're not so quietly confident, just confident that he's going to get this done.
If it was 5x5, I'd be guaranteeing it, right? Like a similar level of, if you needed like a 40 second on 5x5, but I think it's very likely.
We've seen Timon already in 2 rounds of 5x5 already. Had chances to get world record in both of those on the last solve, but couldn't quite get the job done in this scenario. 7x7 could be another chance for a European record. Which I don't think he's got so far in this competition.
No, he's moving. Oh, shit.
Absolutely moving. 2 centers left.
That's orange now. Oh my God, we're moving, dude. We are.
Clutch by now, solving that last crossover into his last 8 edges. We are well underway here.
We're on world record watch right now. he's going to need to be flying on these edges, but he's very good at edges.
A little pauses, just a tiny look at the back. There's that announcement, he's not happy.
Biết tôi sao cơ?
The edges needed to be a lot better.
Biết tôi có chắc là giảm nhỏ tí này là nãy nghe được ok mà. Damn, Max Park. Đu. Timon căng vậy? Oh, record average. Record average 77 là nhiêu guys? I don't know. Biết bị lập từ á. Tôi nghĩ tôi biết. Đây, được. Chắc được đấy. Binh yếu, binh điện thoại yếu. Chết cha còn 10% mà, thôi kệ stream xíu nữa xong rồi ngủ. Alright.
5 seconds off of his PR main, he jumps all the way up to.
Yeah, check back.
He is currently 5th in the world.
That's still only 5th in the world. That's crazy. We have some insane solving from Emmanuel Cow a couple of weeks ago. That was his PB all time for the 141 for the second place. ZU's not here. Lim Hung with the 144, but Timo just showed you can do it right here. And the thing about this is why Max is so dominant in this event, is that he's still, like, the odds that Max loses this round are still almost, I think, almost zero. Like, Timon gets European record, jumps 5 seconds off from his official PB, and Max is like, okay, well, just another day at the office, I'm going to clean up.
Yeah, it's just light work for Max Park, really. He's been so dominant 7x7 for so long. Does he remember what it's even like to lose 7x7?
He hasn't lost a round since 2018.
And amongst that shaky last Worlds that he had, 7x7, not one of the rounds that he dropped.
Yeah, like Max's big cubes are obviously extremely good, but 6x6 he's had a couple DNF in the last 2 years. His 6x6 got major upset at Korea Worlds. He lost his world record to Nam, and like he's still definitely the big favorite on Sunday night. But 7x7 never loses. He hasn't even lost a round. And honestly, Simone with the crazy European record average, and Max is still on pace to just beat him handily.
If he was ever going to lose a round, it would be in circumstances like this. Someone else would have to pop off to knock Max off that top spot.
That's the thing, that they need to pop off even harder than 144. Like, it's Max's everyday solving versus people's, like, lifetime best, and Max still is on top. Whoa. And 48 centers again. Wow, his edges, centers are crazy. Okay, so we're 5 seconds ahead of the world record pace right now, but remember, again, the world record splits are ridiculous on the back half. We are at 48 and a better than average center edges here.
But Max is barely pausing here as well.
It's not
top tier solving that we're seeing. Here we go, solving that last edge onto the bottom.
It's just not as efficient as I'm usually seeing from Max. These edges are definitely a little shaky. I think he's still going to easily lock up the win here because of how
hey guys.
the centers are, but yeah, so we're 122. So we're even behind the world record pace now, and the world record pace is that crazy. Like these first
Wait,
6 second loss.
What happened there?
Whoa, he got a double parity case, but 6 second loss for you. What?
Oh yeah, no, he's got it for sure. That ZBL was so fast, 130,
wait.
85. Where did that come from? What? The best solver around so far. It's just light work for Max Park.
I mean, I've been preaching how insane the last four plus throughout these stages was. Which is 15. That was a 16. He had inner slice parity. Like, I'm very sorry.
Unbelievable.
Did you like skip an edge on last 4E? Like that was insane.
It had to look like it because like from the looks of things, it just like they were just done. They were just done. It just had one edge left to solve during the 3x3 stage. That was absolutely unbelievable.
Honestly, like that was one of the best. Like 48 second centers plus 16 on last 4 plus 3x3. That's a little bit of a missed opportunity there because those first 8 edges were really pedestrian by his standards, and just even a normal set of those would easily win world record. A good one is like sub 130. But you know, first 8 edges are 35% of the solve, so it's kind of significant.
How crazy. There goes Max Park. First round of Worlds, solving better than anybody else has ever solved 7x7.
What was his mean again? Was it 30?
it was had to have been like 140 or low 141. Either way, it's still definitely better than the second in the world.
I think it's 140. I think second's 141.1 though, right? Let's take it for Emmanuel's 141.2. So it might be, but yeah, no, it's like absolutely dominance from Max here.
What?
We're gonna be
That might be Max's PR3 meme that we've just seen there.
yeah, looks like it's PR3. Max now has he will have 8 of the top 10 results. 1 result snuck in there from Manuel. 8 of the top 9 results, 1 result snuck in from Manuel Cow is overall his lifetime PB in the official competition. I guess what I'm saying about Max, it's everyone at their absolute very best versus Max being a little sloppy, and Max still wins. We'll probably be getting data in soon. Wrapping up here at like 2:07. Oh wait, who's in the other two? I think we are mostly wrapped up with the super top level 7x7 solvers. Definitely some strong solving from our 2 iron guys who does not matter what time, does not matter the pressure, always put on a show. Timon and Max. I think I haven't seen the results from a lot of the other competitors, but I just looking around at the screen. I haven't seen a lot of
Boom, GB. EOS and GB, very good.
I haven't really heard a lot from any of the other competitors, but that's kind of how it goes when it's like around 1, it's 9 a.m., people are kind of just getting up. All right, so we actually have some results. So we got Emmanuel Cow, 149 mean, pretty solid, nothing crazy, but Lim Hong, 151, also pretty solid. Henry Lickman, 157, Kieran, 159. These are all, Kieran, 159, like, these are all pretty, like, I think by everyone's standards, they're just kind of pedestrian. Overall, definitely a slow round. I mean, the 9 a.m. round at the Nations Cup late night, pretty historically slow. It really just goes to show you, like, how much better at competing Max and Timon are than everyone else. Like, they just show up and they do well no matter the circumstance. And that's, like, a really big difference maker. And, like, when you're here and, like, 7 to 10 win worlds tomorrow night.
And they were both there deep in the trenches for Nations Cup as well. Both USA and Poland making it to the final 4. So really bouncing back after a late night last night and bringing their best this morning.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing the cut line here that we're projecting right now. I mean, right now we're at 224. There's a lot of people still to be entered. It's definitely going to be a slow round. Whatever 20th place is in this round, I guarantee that time is, like, we saw in 5x5 was, okay, I saw in 5x5 it was like a full second faster from round 1 to semis. Might have had something to do with the really easy Yao set we saw. 5x5 was a little later in the morning, so people did better, but for 7x7, I guarantee the semifinal tomorrow is going to be so much faster. Except maybe from Max and Timon, who seem to always be on every single time. We are, looks like 7x7 is wrapped up now, and we're going to be switching over to 2x2, which means I am going to be hopping off because, me and Michael are going to be hopping off because 2x2 knowledge is a little lacking. We will be handing it over to Manu, who has Maddie, Hiroto, and Naba standing by.
Wow. Matty commutator. Okay. Rồi stream chắc tầm stream chắc tầm 50 phút nữa xong rồi tắt record. Hôm nay thử rồi nha, xong rồi mấy lần sau sẽ chơi YouTube rồi. What the? Đấy. GB. Oh yeah, yêu thì GB sao? Gặp ai sót? Chị bà. Không chơi này nữa. Oh, hi. What? Are you kidding me? Tại sao tới giờ tụi mình hành? Brennan. Nhà sân xấu. Gold phải. Mình cũng chơi là. Game này nhanh lắm đó guys. Game này chắc là để cuối tuần lên đổi bên phòng. Chứ em bị bận. Không chơi được. Đây, let's do
Welcome back, everyone. 2x2 is started on the main stage, but we have an exclusive interview with the one and only Maddie Hiroto Inaba. I'm Manu Singhal.
Yes, Matty.
This is episode 3 of Back Inside the Mind of Maddie Hiroto Inaba. We do one every single year. First in San Diego, 2023, then last year at NAC, and here at the World Championships. Maddie, it's a joy to have you on. How's the competition been for you so far?
It's been pretty good, actually. My OH round, sub-11 average is good for me, and I had 2 pretty good 5-5 averages. I set my 7, I never practiced, so yeah, I barely made semis, by the way, to the audience. That's how bad I am. But 3, 4, 5 is my main events, and so far I did well in 5x5, so yeah, it's overall been pretty good.
Excellent. Maddie, this is the first time Worlds has returned to the U.S. in 12 years. What does it feel like to be able to compete for your home country? And this is not exactly your home, but maybe your second home, perhaps, the Pacific Northwest.
It feels pretty good. I know many people here, like all the delegates and stuff I've been competing with since I was a little kid. So it's, yeah, it's really nice. And yeah, I mean, I try not to be swayed by any of the like competition setting, but I do play off of the crowd a lot. That's a big part of how I perform. So having the crowd know who I am in the US definitely helps me.
Oh, dude, I don't know if you're looking at the chat right now. There's like loads of people that's like, Maddie, exclamation. Like, you are a superstar, my friend.
Thank you.
Well, let's lean into that a little bit. Let's talk about like how you kind of like came up onto the scene, right? It was pandemic time, cubing at home. You know, Cubers Live. We did the Twisty Puzzle Cup and stuff like that. What kind of clicked for you that that allowed you to kind of burst onto the scene? Oh, Monkey League as well.
Yeah. Basically, just having the opportunity to compete with people better than me. Like previously, I had Max Park, and he was definitely the best, but I didn't really have anyone other than that. So being able to compete with guys like Leo, Timon, and Felix, especially during those early COVID days, it kind of was a wake up call to me. Like, damn, I need to be better. And then I ended up getting better. And I think really the one match that really kicked off like my 3x3 was when I beat Felix in Monkey League, because he's really the reason I cube. Like, he's the reason I picked the events I do. 3x3 to 7, and I used to do Mega Minx too because he did it, but I was so bad I quit. But then, yeah, he's the reason I kept going. You know, I'm sure many of us, like in my generation, he's like the GOAT. So
yeah,
just beating him was kind of like a full circle moment.
Yeah,
and it was pretty unbelievable, especially with the last solve I put down. I think it was a 501, which was really good for me at the time. So just that, it gave me like. I'm still playing off of that confidence now. Like, it's just crazy how that single match helped me so much.
Yeah, no, totally. I mean, you've had amazing moments in the online. I was recently watching the clip of Monkey League coming back, and then you have the amazing pop-up versus Young.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Hopefully I can do that again.
You're no stranger to these big moments either, right? Like both like in WCA formats. I mean, you have like multiple sub-4 singles now, including one very recently. You are peaking at just the right time. How do you kind of ground yourself amongst all these amazing results you're putting out?
I just have to say, like, all right, it's good, but I can do even better. So just keep pushing, and like I'd never be satisfied with how I'm doing. Always try and be better and better. Yeah.
He's just incredible stuff. You're also insanely multi-talented. You're still golfing, I hope. Playing baseball. You're still painting as well?
Not recently, but I'm gonna get back into it.
How do you balance cubing amongst everything else?
Well, the main thing for me is like when I'm cubing, it's almost I literally forget the other things exist. Like, it's almost like I don't go to school, I don't do sports, I don't do anything. It's just I'm fully focused on cubing, which allows me to like pull off the results that like some other people that are full-time cubing, I can compete with them because I have the same amount of focus as they do, you know. But like when if I'm in school or I'm taking like a standardized test, that test is like my whole life basically. I'm good at like hyper focusing on certain things for short periods of time. That's why I can do so many things.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the way you're able to do that, like just even the short bursts of attention, I mean, it's just incredible because you're excelling at all of these things, right?
Thank you.
You're going to be going off to college soon, and that to a very, very good school at that. How do you think that's going to affect like your cubing career? Like, how do you look forward to like the rest of your adult life, basically? Deep question.
Yeah. Well, like. So I'm going to be going to Columbia, New York, and New York is one of the most active cubing communities in the U.S. So I'm going from Hawaii, which has actually been making huge jumps in population and comps per year, but still like it's going to be nothing compared to New York. So most people when they go to college they have less comps, but I'm actually going to have more, which is pretty crazy to me. And they're going to be a lot closer to me too. I can just have someone drive me to the comp, whereas previously I would have to fly to California or
5 hours or whatever,
or Washington every comp. Yeah, so that one, for one, that will help my cubing actually help me get more rounds in, get more competitions in, and just life stuff. I'm gonna be studying finance and economics at Columbia, so hopefully I can break into the finance world in New York, which is the perfect place to do it. But hopefully I can achieve my goals in cubing before I try and conquer that world as well.
Totally, yeah. I mean, we're all looking forward to the strides you're going to make in. Dude, he's a multifaceted guy. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about kind of like the experiences you've had in like the big moments recently. There's been like a lot of big moments. NAC last year, NA All Stars, some stuff outside the WCA as well. How do you think that those experiences have kind of impacted your solving? Do you think it's kind of helped you get ready for the big moment of the World Championship?
Oh my God.
Well, I would say, yeah, every single moment counts for me. Like I really try and savor every single big moment just to like remember how I feel and learn from each one. So fortunately, I've been doing pretty well in those moments so far. So, but there's much to be desired still. Like I lost NAC and All Stars, but my mind was in the right place. So I'm gonna keep that mindset that I had, but just focus on performing a little bit better.
For sure. Last year, I said that you were on one of the hottest streaks in cubing. Currently, it seems to be the case as well. Recently getting 502 average, and like I mentioned, sub-4 single. I think like less than a month ago?
Yeah, less than a month ago.
So tell me, are you finally on a real hot streak, or are we yet to see some fireworks today on the 4th of July?
I'm pretty hot right now, I gotta say. Although my competition results, I would say I'm hotter at home. Like my... Yeah, it's pretty crazy what I've been improving, like how I've been improving at home. So even if it doesn't happen this Worlds, I have a lot more comps coming up and another big comp at All Stars. So like I feel like I can achieve all the goals I want to achieve even if I don't improve from here. Like I've worked really hard to like push my peak speed to where I want it to be, and now I'm confident that like if I just perform well to my standards in comp, I'll be happy about it. Yeah.
What are some of like your cubing goals, things that you have yet to achieve that you want to get done?
Definitely, I want to win a few more big competitions. Yeah. I mean, like Worlds, NAC All Stars. Those three are on my radar. I already got an NAC, so hopefully I can get All Stars to my name and maybe a Worlds this year or in the future. Yeah. And also the NAR average. I've been infamously screwed up on that one a lot of times. So hopefully I can finally break through soon.
Yeah, totally. Now, it's your third World Championship. What do you think you've learned from like the past two outings, and what do you like want to implement going into this World? So you're almost guaranteed to make 3x3 finals, and you're looking pretty good to get a pretty good placement as well.
Yeah, well, I think so. 2019 Worlds, I missed finals by I think 2 spots, 0.05 or something. So that was really painful for me. So it was really great to make finals in 2023. But I didn't really believe in myself in 2023. I had faith I could do well, but I didn't really believe I could win. So this year I believe I can win. And it's
Yeah.
like, I know many other people will not believe me, but I believe in myself more
Yeah.
than any other person believes in anyone else.
Yeah, there
So,
we
like,
go. Like to
No
hear
matter
it.
how much someone believes in Yihang, I believe in myself more, which is what the mindset I'm taking into this. Even if it doesn't go well, I'll be happy, like, thinking in that way. Whereas last time, I had just as good of a chance, but I didn't fully believe. So this time, I'm gonna try and fully believe.
Dude, I love that.
Yeah.
I love the
Oh, my
confidence.
God.
Thank you.
Okay, I want to ask two things, and then I'll let you go. One of the things is, I know you read a lot of books on like sports psychology
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What do you think is like the most important thing you've learned from that?
You are what you think about yourself. That's the main thing. Like, people, by and large, become what they think of themselves. That's the overarching thing. So, if you think you're not going to do well, you're not going to do well. And if you think you're going to do well, you're going to do well. So, yeah, it's just like, I have to it's a process. Like, you never just have it. Like, sometimes I have it, sometimes I lose it. So it's a constant process. You just have to keep that in your head that, like, if you say you're bad or something, pretty soon you're going to actually start to believe it. But the good thing about it is that the opposite is true. If you say you're good, then you're also going to start to believe it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Super cool. All right. Last thing. There are a ton of people, I think, who are watching, who are super fans of you, and they want to be like you in all your different aspects, not just cubing, but also like academics and like your other hobbies and sports.
Yeah.
What advice do you have for the young people out there who see themselves in you?
Definitely, I think, like, in all aspects, like, just try hard in school. Like, so the reason why I'm like decent at schooling and stuff is because I have this college counselor guy, and he really instilled in me, like, I had like a really bad test score, and he was like, this is not gonna cut it. So my advice to you, no matter how much you like cubing, like, try your hardest to get a good test score in one of those, because people say it doesn't matter, but it really matters. Like, if you pass that prerequisite, then you're in the pool to where they actually read your application. So to any of you, no matter how much you like cubing, your priority should be school, okay? And then you can be like me and just cube for fun. And I'm pretty decent at cubing, even doing that. So, like, if you just do school and then practice more than me, you're gonna be better than me. So, yeah.
Pretty decent, he says, having a 502 official average and one of the favorites to make it into 3x3 finals.
All right, thank you.
Folks, this has been Matty Rodonava. An absolute pleasure talking to you as always. We wish you the best of luck in your endeavors at this World Championships. And of course, as we see how your cubing career evolves in the future.
All right.
Thank you, Matty.
Yeah, thank you. All right.
Ah, guys, no more plus 2. I don't want no more plus 2, man. I want plus 2. So annoying. What are we doing now? What was that? Worst execution I've ever seen. Oh, fuck. Right, Shiba. Tưởng tượng 0.2. Impossible. Yep, vừa mới nói nè. Say no plus why am I so bad?
Welcome back, everyone. we've replaced Maddie with another all-time legend, Keaton Ellis. Keaton, welcome to the stream for the first time on day 2 here at the World Championships.
Good to be here, and good morning, everyone. We saw some nice 7x7 earlier.
Yes, some really good 7x7 coming out from Timon. If you missed that, he got European record average by an entire 5 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
Just incredible stuff. Some more.
Some of one.
Couple of sub 140s here. Timon with a 139, Max 138. I heard a ton of cheering for Max's solves while I was doing my 7x7.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's got to be real good, but not world record, because it's not they're not shooting, they're not blowing the roof off of this place yet.
Not quite yet. It is the 4th of July. We do expect to see fireworks today. We are going to get our first finals today, which is going to be very, very exciting. Several more world champions will be crowned. As of right now, we are doing 2x2. We are, I believe, in group 2 of 2x2. You just saw, who was just on stream? I'm completely blanking. My mind is fried.
Alexei Fetskov was
Alexei.
on just a little bit
Alexei was
earlier.
on. We have Timothy on the stream as well. 111 he got once we switch over there. And Michael Nielsen, of course, very famously won NAC 2024, the 2x2 category. He had a very delightful interview.
Michael Nielsen is a character, and he enjoys playing the part. He's a pretty mellow guy, but he likes having some fun.
Ooh, kind of wonky there. Alexei getting a DNF because of a corner twist.
Oh, that's very unfortunate.
Even though that's something that is not possible on the puzzle to do if you're just making the normal turns. If that happens, then unfortunately it's a DNF. You do not solve the puzzle. Yeah, as you can see on the replay here, I think it'll just happen to, I want to say yellow, blue, red corner.
Oh, yeah, definitely saw that during the execution.
Yeah, there it is. Yellow, blue, orange. Forgive me.
By the way, I want to give a shout out. I love this hoodie.
Oh,
this is
I didn't even realize.
This is the competition hoodie. For those of you who are here, actually, I think it's pretty affordable as well.
Oh, really?
I bought this and then the mat, and it comes out to $50.
Oh, that is pretty good.
It's actually not that bad.
Apparently, if you are a competition volunteer, you also get 10% off.
Yeah, 10% off. So I paid $45. But
So there you go.
this is the at-home price for everyone out there. It's warm, and the venue is not too bad, but
No,
I feel very comfortable in this thing.
Well, it'll be useful, especially in Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been absolutely amazing being here in Seattle. I was kind of expecting the showers were going to come in and everything, but it's been a beautiful city. Played an amazing host to the World Championships so far, and every day we've been here, basically past I think Sunday, has been picture perfect. The temperature has been an amazing. I want to say like low 70s.
Yeah. It's essentially between 10 and 15 degrees Celsius for a high every single day. And it's nice and sunny, lots of daylight. It's fantastic stuff.
Ooh, Timothy getting 102 here.
So 111 is counting.
Yes. Great work from him. With a PR average of 122, he's looking good to make a run of it. Of course, 2x2 is a bit more of a volatile event. Depends a lot on the scrambles, and very, very small execution errors